In today's hearings on Capitol Hill, Congressman Ron DeSantis pressing anti-Trump agent Peter Strzok over the discredited so-called Dossier and the origin of the phony Russia probe. Strzok refused to directly answer whether crooked Hillary Clinton and the DNC actually funded that fake dossier.
The dossier was not part of it. That's important. When did you learn the dossier was funded by Hillary Clinton and the Democratic Party?
I don't think that's an accurate representation, and the department or the FBI has directed me not to answer that question based on ongoing
Well, right. So Hillary, DNC sent to Perkins Coie, who sent to Fusion, who paid, I mean, come on.
Again,
it was a political document, correct?
The latter's close. I cannot comment. The FBI has directed me to not answer that question.
Would it be fair to say that the dossier was, what would you choose? Is it a political document, opposition research, or is it legitimate intelligence?
Sir, I would very much like to answer that question.
Okay.
I've been directed by the FBI that I may not get into that based on operational requirements or equities.
Congressman Ron DeSantis joins us now. Congressman, that was quite a hearing, and I have to say, you Republicans acquitted yourselves extraordinarily well. You, in questioning him closely, producing the groundwork for what became the answer that he gave Congressman Jordan, which is talking about the dossier and finally getting permission, apparently, from the FBI to tell the truth for once.
Yeah, look, Lou, I mean, I think that Peter Strzok came across as very smug, very arrogant, and a lot of his explanations for his text messages, as the Inspector General had said too, are just not credible. When he says, oh, what I really meant by saying we'll stop Trump from being elected, I just meant the American people won't vote for him. Bull. So he was giving these explanations and doing it in a very haughty tone, but I got to tell you, he was upstaged by the behavior of the Democrats. I mean, you actually had a Democrat say that because Strzok was testifying and we were asking him hard questions, that he deserved a Purple Heart.
Yeah,
I mean, how absurd can you be to suggest something like that?
Well, the Dems were trying to out-absurd one another throughout that hearing, as I'm sure you were frustrated by their conduct, their behavior, their language. I mean, obstructing, stalling, trying to actually stop Strzok from saying anything.
Exactly.
Unfortunately for them, it didn't work out that way.
Well, they're running. I've never seen them run interference for somebody like they did. Anytime he was getting questioned and really put, they would try to jump in and interrupt. And it's strange because you've been saying that there's this Trump-Russia collusion. So if that were true, wouldn't you want Strzok to be answering questions? Instead, they realized that this whole thing with his bias and how it started, they realized they don't want the answers to those questions. And so I think that's why you saw them behave the way they did. I thought it was disgraceful.
Their conduct, absolutely disgraceful, and producing the testimony of Strzok that indeed John McCain had passed over very similar material to the fake dossier to the FBI, that Bruce Orr and his wife Nellie, working for Fusion GPS, had been part of the conduit for that material to go into the FBI. These are extraordinary developments, and tonight we're asking the question, our evening question is very simply, is this the beginning of the end of the special counsel? Because this is obviously an FBI that is rife with corruption and bias that turned into an absolute assault of subversion against the President of the United States.
Well, I think the credibility of that whole thing, I think it is shot. The fact of the matter is, when you have that type of bias, when you have Bruce Orr acting as like a political operative in the Justice Department, feeding opposition research to people like Strzok and the FBI, and they're launching a counterintelligence investigation, and obviously they puffed it up past the election and all into the special counsel. That is really unprecedented. It was an abuse of the surveillance powers and the counterintelligence powers of the government. And look, Lisa Page is now going to come tomorrow, or she's going to be held in contempt. I think she actually is going to show up. So she's going to have to answer questions as well. And I think we're finally starting to make progress on this thing. But one thing we do have to do, Lou, you and I have talked about it. If we don't get those documents from Rosenstein, we've got to hold him in contempt. And we just got to do it. We can do the articles of impeachment. But unless that's hanging out over there, I think they're going to continue to stall on some of this stuff. And we have some momentum going now. We got to keep it up.
Right. And to see the truth being revealed. I got to get your reaction very quickly. We're over time, but I want to get your reaction to Rod Rosenstein, the Deputy Attorney General, sending out a personal message to 93 U.S. attorneys asking for 3 federal prosecutors to be forwarded, their names forwarded to him, to, as he put it, aid in the vetting of Brett Kavanaugh as the Justice of the Supreme Court. I mean, have you ever seen such a? I mean, this to me is beyond the pale.
Well, look, I mean, Rosenstein, he did a special counsel appointment without identifying a criminal offense, didn't follow the rules there. I don't know where he's getting the authority to do this or why it would be good to do this. To me, it seems like an unprecedented action. I don't know what's motivating it, but I think he does need to explain why he's doing this. It just seems weird.
Yeah, absolutely. And, the questions keep mounting when it comes to the Deputy Attorney General, it seems, in every quarter. Congressman, again, congratulations on a great day. We appreciate it. Congressman Ron DeSantis.
Thanks.